Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel. And in this video, we're gonna be ranking companies or shoe companies, or I guess basketball shoe companies, and seeing how good they are. So we have three categories, or I have three categories, and their price, how is the price point of their products, performance, how do they perform, and innovation, how innovative are they? And of course, this is for like their most recent lineups, most recent products that have come out. So let's get it started right off with Crossover Culture. Crossover Culture is a fairly new basketball company. They make basketball apparel, like clothes, and also shoes, of course. And they've been pretty damn good as far as performance goes. Not the best as far as top tier, but I really like what they're doing. Like, I have their most recent shoe. I've been testing it out and it's actually pretty damn nice. As far as the price point goes, they're giving you a pretty good price, 120 bucks. All of their shoes range around that price. And as far as innovation goes, I feel like they're doing the best that they can with what they have, because R&D is very, very expensive, especially for making like new foams, new materials and stuff like that. So Crossover Culture is a solid company. And like I said, they're new, so they're obviously trying to prove something. They're trying to give us good performing stuff for a good price because they need to win our trust as consumers, right? So Crossover Culture, solid company. Next, we got Stria. Stria is a very, very new company. I feel like they released their very first basketball shoe like last year, I think, or maybe like the beginning of this year, I don't really remember, but the Stria 107, I believe it was, is a very, very good performer. I was actually very surprised and also shocked at how good the performance of that shoe was. As far as innovation goes, I mean, you can't really tell. It's not very innovative, but they did the best with what they had. As far as the materials go, it was a super lightweight shoe. Cushion was nice and soft. Traction was really, really nice. The price was pretty good as well. It was like around 110, 120 bucks. So I mean, I'm looking forward to what Stria has to offer in the future, but I mean, we can't really judge the company on just one release, like all too much. So I guess we'll just look for what they have in the future. All right, next we got New Balance, right? So New Balance, they've been trying to get back into the basketball game with Kawhi Leonard and a couple of other signed people. And of course, they have the Kawhis, they've had the Omnis, and they have the two-way. So it's not a very big selection. It's just a couple of shoes in their lineup right now. But as far as the performance goes, the performance is solid. The Omnis was top tier. The two-way, I would say, is kind of top tier, but not as nice as some of the shoes that have come out recently. And as you guys all know, the Kawhi, I wasn't a huge fan of, just wasn't my type of shoe. As far as the innovation goes, I feel like they could be a little bit more innovative. They have the R&D, they have the budget. So as far as the foam goes, I feel like they can introduce some new foams maybe. Because like, to be honest, their foam like fuel cell is pretty high density. So make some lower density foams that will allow the shoe to be a lot lighter. So I feel like they can invest a little bit into R&D and be a little bit more innovative with the products. And as far as the price point goes, price point is a little too expensive. Especially for like trying to get back into the basketball game. It's like, well, why are you charging so much? The Kawhi is like 160 bucks. The Omnis also was like 150, 140 bucks, which is also pretty damn expensive, especially for a first basketball shoe like coming back into the game. Of course, New Balance, I feel like they need to diversify their lineup a little bit, have a few more models, and also invest in some R&D. Alright, next we got Puma. Puma, they've had some incredible shoes, like the Puma Clyde All Pro. Oh my god, that shoe was amazing. But they've also had some bad shoes, like they've had some bad performers as well. So their performance is a little inconsistent, and also something that I would like changed is the foam. A lot of the cushion that they've been using is super heavy, and the overall shoe gets super heavy as well and a little bulky. So if they could, make the shoes a little bit lighter, or actually a lot lighter, that would be great. And they've been releasing a lot of shoes consistently, so I do like the lineup, and I do like how they try to keep it going as far as basketball models go. But I feel like they need to lighten the shoes up a little bit and also make the performance a little bit better if they can overall. As far as innovation goes, nothing too innovative. They actually like to mix a lot of old school materials into their shoes, which I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, that's okay. I like to have like leather touches and stuff like that, suede on my shoes. But I don't think it's necessary. It adds weight and makes the shoe overall a little bit stiffer than I would like. I just like more modern materials, but of course a lot of people will probably disagree with me, which is fine. But as far as like tech goes, I feel like they can do a little bit better. Like I said, improve on the foams if they can, and lighten the shoes up a little bit. I feel like the price has been pretty damn good for Puma though. They've all kept it like at around 100, 120 bucks, even like 130 bucks, which is a really, really good thing. So price, just keep it there. and just improve the performance and innovate a little bit. And I feel like Puma will have a solid basketball lineup in the future. All right, next we got Converse. Converse is owned by Nike, and I guess we could say the same thing for Jordan. So yeah, they're all under Nike, right? So Converse, they have a couple of models. I feel like they only have like 2 or 3 models. Like they have like the Evo and then like the G4 and then something else. The Converse, the performance has been solid. I feel like they're very, very good performing shoes. As far as the price goes, I mean, they're owned by Nike, so they can jack up the price if they want. And if people don't buy it, it doesn't matter because they're owned by Nike. You know what I'm saying? So the price, I feel like they could lower the price a little bit, but that's fine. As far as the innovation goes, so Converse, I mean, I'm not too worried about them. I feel like they can keep releasing good shoes. They also need to sign a few more players, I feel like. But then Jordan brand, of course, they're owned by Nike as well, but they're kind of doing their own thing. You know, they're signing a whole bunch of people, actually very, very big name athletes like Jason Tatum, Luka, and also Zion Williamson, which of course his signature shoe just released. As far as innovation goes, they're very, very innovative. The Jordan 35 always uses like the latest technology that Nike has to offer. And also with the Zion 1, with the full length Air Strobo, they basically have the same R&D and marketing and all that as Nike. So as far as innovation goes, there's no problems there. Price, I feel like they can work on price a little bit, but I mean, they have a variety of models. They have a good amount of models ranging from different prices, from like budget shoes to mid-tier pricing to, of course, the Jordan 35, which is the most expensive, which is like 170, 180 bucks. So I feel like they have that covered. And of course, performance, Jordan brand has been killing it. You know what I'm saying? So like even their budget shoes have been performing really, really well. Their mid-tier shoes, really, really well. And their most expensive top-tier shoes have been performing very, very well. So Jordan brand, I feel like they're killing it and they're doing a really, really good job in the basketball shoe market. All right, next we got Under Armour. Under Armour, their basketball shoe lineup isn't too good as far as like variety goes. You know, they don't have a lot of like models out. They have like the Currys, they have the Spawn, I guess the Embiid. So I guess they're like a little bit bigger than most of the other companies on this list, but like they're not that big, you know? I feel like they put out a few more models and also sign a few more players and get some signature shoes, because Under Armour, you guys have the budget. You guys, yeah, I feel like they're making a good amount of money. You know, they could sign a few more players. As far as the price goes, the prices of their shoes have been around like 100, 120 bucks, like a lot of their performance shoes. Besides the Currys, the most recent Curry 8 is like 160 bucks, which is kind of expensive, but it's a great performer. As far as the performance goes, I mean, all of their shoes perform really, really well. So I feel like on the performance side of things, they don't really need to change like anything all too much. I mean, they make super lightweight shoes with good support, good traction. Cushion can improve a little bit, but you know, that's okay. As far as innovation, I feel like Under Armour has been doing pretty well. You know, with the Curry 8, the new traction, I love that. They don't even need a rubber outsole, reduce the weight. Cushion, they have the new flow technology, and also they give like knit materials and stuff like that. So Under Armour, they're a very innovative company, and I feel like they're doing a good job. I just think they need a few more models in the basketball shoe line. All right, moving on to Nike. Nike is the biggest company as far as basketball goes, and I guess just like shoes in general, you know, and like sports apparel and stuff like that. So as far as innovation goes, I think Nike has been the most innovative, especially with Zoom Strobo and like their new GT lineup that's coming out with like the full length Zoom Strobo and another Zoom unit and like React and stuff like that. And I feel like they have the best foams available on the market. You know, React is just so amazing. It's very, very lightweight, but also lasts a very long time. It's super soft and very, very squishy, but also has a very, very nice rebound back. And just like a lot of the foams that they have are just super nice. So I like what Nike's been doing with their lineup. They have a huge variety of shoes as far as their basketball shoe lineup goes, ranging from budget to mid-tier to top-tier pricing. They have a lot of signature shoes, and a lot of their shoes have been performing very, very well. So Nike, I mean, I would say they're probably number one, you know, right now. And I hope I don't sound too biased, but I guess I kind of am. But their performance shoes, super duper nice as of recently, right? All right, next we got Ning. They are a Chinese company, and they have a good amount of shoes. Actually, I feel like a little too many. You know, they make like off-brand shoes, like Wave Wade, and then like it's just too much, man. You know, like CJ McCollum had like 20 signature shoes. Dwayne Wade has like 20 different shoe lines apart from the Wild line. It's too much, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like they should just like budget shoe and then the signature shoe, just like Nike, you know? And then but as far as performance goes, performance has been top notch. Ning's been killing it. as far as the pricing goes, the pricing is a little expensive, and like they overprice a lot of their stuff, but we are in the US, and so they have to account for import tax, so that's why a lot of the shoes that we get are pretty damn expensive compared to like Nike and stuff like that. So hopefully they can work on pricing, but they are a very innovative company as well, as we've seen from the Wow 9. You know, they have very nice foams, like their boom cushion is super nice, very bouncy, super soft, traction is good, and they have a variety of models as well. So I feel like Ning's been killing it, and I think they're like the biggest basketball shoe company, or Chinese basketball shoe company in China. Last but not least, we got Anta, and Anta's been killing it. They have really good performance shoes for very good prices, right? So of course they have like Klay Thompson. I think they had like Rajon Rondo, I think was a part of Anta, but then like he's not anymore. So their shoes have been performing very nicely, and they've all been around like 120 bucks, like max, 130, 140 bucks, like max, you know? Like all their other shoes are like around 100 bucks. So that's really nice, but then they also give us super good tech, like a nice knit material, really good cushioning. Like they use their like top tier foams like Alti Flash on their like cheaper shoes as well. So I like what Anta is doing. And also as far as innovation goes, I feel like they're doing a pretty good job. You know, they've been releasing a lot of new foams, which is nice. So Anta, I feel like they're doing a good job as well. I've been liking a lot of their products. So yeah, that about wraps up this video. If you have a preference, tell us which company you trust the most as far as basketball products go. But anyways, that was just kind of like my 2 cents on what's going on. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.